What up, what up, what up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to review Power, Book 4, Force, Season 2, Episode 4. So if you haven't seen the 4th episode of Power, Book 4, Force of Season 2, turn this video off right now. Go watch the episode, come back and watch this video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's a simple and free way to support my channel. It literally takes less than 4 seconds. So if you're spending 4 seconds watching this video, you could definitely hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, because I don't only review Power, I review other shows as well. I'm also not a public speaker, so I will tend to stutter. I might pause to regain my thoughts. I'm definitely going to be looking at my notes that I take throughout the show over here. Definitely going to hear so 1,000 times. It is what it is. Anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. These are my thoughts and expressions. No one's paying me to be biased or any craziness like that. And lastly, I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. I'm going to grade this episode a C+/B- type. It was very slow moving. Like, it didn't really give much. Claudia made some moves this episode, but other than that, I wasn't really, ain't nothing really do nothing for me. But yeah, B-/C+ type grade for this episode. Oh yeah, I also usually have my big water bottle, but it's the morning time, so I'm drinking coffee. It's still very hot, but yeah. I need my coffee this morning. Tomorrow is my birthday, so after this review, I gotta go pick up my birthday cake. So let's get into it. Last chance, if you haven't seen episode 4 of season 2 of Power, Book 4, Force, turn this video off right now, because I'm about to spoil the entire episode. And I want to do that for people that haven't seen the episode. Cool beans? Okie dokie. Let's get into it. So remember last episode, Jannard, he killed Lil K and dumped his body and behind some dumpster or something, and Lieutenant DeFranco found him. So, this first scene of the episode is Jannard, he in the house, you know, he's still off that coke. Last episode, he went and bought some heroin, was snorting that. I didn't even know you could snort heroin. I thought that was something that you put into a needle and you like put into yourself. But that's how you know I don't do that type of drugs and shit, because I don't know how that shit work. But anyway, Jannard, he in his house, he high as hell, he tripping out, he's seeing Lil K's dead body. He's screaming, you know, he just tripping out and shit. So, we already know where Jannard's standing. But that's also because he's on that shit. So, Lieutenant DeFranco and the task force, I thought it was called the Tommy Egan task force, but I found out this episode that it's just like it's basically just a drug task force. And they try to take down all the drug organizations. And Tommy just like in the middle because he's the new face or whatever. But, so, Lieutenant DeFranco and the task force, they're discussing Lil K's murder. Hold on, let me just light the J. I keep talking. Let me make sure there's no lit before I keep talking. All right, so Lieutenant DeFranco and the task force, they discussing Lil K's murder. They basically know, like, Lil K got killed as retaliation for trying to kill Tommy. So they trying to figure out who did it or whatever. DeFranco says that Lil K grandmother seemed like she knows something, but she too scared to talk, so she ain't talking. So then DeFranco, he tells the task force, I want everybody out on the street, I want us to put up spots where people pretend to be buyers, but they actually feds, and lock up all the CBI niggas on the streets and stuff. So I think it said it was called buy and bust or something like that. So DeFranco telling all them, I want them on the streets and all that, and I want somebody on Tommy. I want to know what he doing 24/7. I want to know where he shit, where he eat, all that geek and stuff. So that's what they on to Tommy and CBI. But why they ain't coming after Walter and them? I mean, I don't know. So this nigga Tommy, you know he love being reckless. He picks up Miguel's sister Maria to take her driving. So you get Walter. Walter's complaining because, you know, Vic done killed Michael. Plus he got his drugs seized or whatever. So Walter's complaining about how, you know, Dublin about to be coming for him. And he tells Paulie to raise the rent on all the people that they get paid for protection, basically. Whoever pays them for protection, he tells Paulie, go raise the rent on their ass. We need all the money we can get. And you know, Paulie, he's still like, just go to Dublin and tell him you need an extension. Walter too prideful. He like, no, hell no. So the little boy Leon that Diamond's supposed to be teaching how to box or whatever, he shows up at Diamond's shop with his mom. His mom, of course, very attractive woman, so Diamond looking. She's like, are you serious about teaching my son how to box? Because I'm already paying for other extracurricular activities, so if this is going to be a free thing, she just trying to make sure it is, trying to know what's going on with her son, whatever. So Diamond's like, sure, yeah, I was absolutely serious. Basically, like, free of charge, free lessons. She's giving like a time and location. I think it was Shanti's bar. I don't know who bar. I don't know who boxing ring it was that they ended up going to. And you can tell Diamond feeling her. The old dude was like, yeah, if I had a mom look like that or something, he said, I don't know. So you got two of the feds on the task force. They following Tommy, taking pictures. They trying to figure out who Maria is. They like who this girl is. Hopefully she like a soft spot for Tommy. A way we can get to Tommy through her type shit. So Maria is in the car. She doubting herself. Like, Tommy giving her some encouragement. All of a sudden, Maria takes off. Like, starts speeding in the jump. Like, she already knew how to drive type shit. So they get the speed in. They try to beat this train. They beat the train, run through the tracks. Then they lose the detail that they didn't even know they had. They had the police detail. They didn't even know they was following them. They lost them when they ran through the track, when they rode through the tracks. So Jannar, he bagging up product with one of his guys. So he telling the dude, like, we need more dudes so we can move this product. We need more men. So the dude asked Jannar, like, you heard from Lil K? So Jannar was like, nah, it seemed like Lil K dodging me or whatever. This is when Jannar gets a text from the Serbs. You know, they all after Jannar. The Serbs, the Mexicans. He owe a lot of motherfuckers. So he gets a text from the Serbs saying, like, your time is up. We need our money. So dude noticed some scratches on Jannar's neck. He like, what happened to your neck? And Jannar, he changed his up there. Like, man, tell them niggas, get some more niggas so we can move this shit. We can move this product on the streets. I was like, niggas be too attentive. I'm like niggas wouldn't really pay attention if it was real life. So Tommy and Maria, they done got out the car. They walking, talking. Not really talking about much. Like, talking you want kids, stuff like that. And it's funny because I could have swore Maria wasn't, I ain't going to say she wasn't feeling Tommy, but I felt like she kept telling Tommy, you need to stay away from me, and she kept saying, I don't deal with that type of life. Like, you willing to not to accept anything from Miguel because of the type of lifestyle he lived, but Tommy lived that same type of lifestyle. So I'm just like, what changed her mind all of a sudden? Now she basically on a date with Tommy. So they kicking it, walking, and all of a sudden Tommy notices, I didn't know who the dude was at first, but Tommy notices tattoo on dude's neck. Turns out to be one of Roas's guys, the guy that's locked, the dude that Diamond put in the wheelchair and that's running like the drug stint or whatever. That's running the drug ring or whatever inside the prison. So Tommy notices one of how you pronounce his name? Roas. He notices one of Roas's guys, and Roas's guy notices Tommy too. So Tommy tell Maria, you know what, we gonna go do something, but let me go use the bathroom first. So he go in the bathroom. Roas's guy follows him in there. So Tommy like, look, I know you work for Roas, and if you ain't heard, like, Roas and us, we got an agreement. So you need to go check in before you do something stupid. This is what Tommy telling Roas's guy. Roas's guy ain't trying to hit that. He like, man, fuck that. I don't care. You taking food off our table, off our plates. You gotta die. Tried to pull out a, is it a gun or a knife? I think it was a knife. He tried to pull out a knife on Tommy. They started tussling, fighting, or whatever. You know, Tommy, he get the upper hand, end up killing the nigga, dragging him in the stall, leaving him in there. He come back out, Maria, we gotta go. I got my family issues I gotta go deal with. And I'm just like, Tommy, why you hiding so much from her? She know what it is. She just seen you with your brother a couple of times. Like, she know what it is. I don't even know why you shouldn't cook. Told y'all. I be fumbling my words. Y'all wouldn't even say I stutter. I just be fumbling my words. Let me start saying that. But anyway. I don't even know why he's sugarcoating who he is. She knows the type of nigga you are. So let me get this scene. Like I said, they got like 3 cast members of the Chi on this show. They got Bakari, Dre, and Nook. So Bakari, he's apparently he's friends with D-Mac. So they playing basketball, and Bakari, I don't know Bakari's name on this show, so I'm calling him Bakari because that's his name on the Chi. So yeah. So Bakari's telling D-Mac, oh man, you know, Treason and Jannar, they beefing. And I'm like, I thought Treason and Jannar was the same person. I'm not sure. I gotta pay attention more. But I thought Treason and Jannar was the same person. But he's saying Treason and Jannar beefing. He was like, Diamond and Tommy making hella money. They got us making hella bank, business booming, this, that, and the third. D-Mac, he complaining about being stuck in the house. Like, Tommy ain't trying to put me back on the field. So Bakari was like, I'm kind of glad that you ain't back on the field because you almost died when they shot you and all that. So D-Mac was like, I appreciate that. So they had this little brotherly little moment. Then D-Mac shows Bakari the gun he snaked out of his house that his father was supposed to be holding with his dumb ass. So then these girls, these group of girls, they come walking past, and like the main one, her name Genesis, she in the front, fair skin girl, big curly hair. They basically like, hey, Genesis or whatever. She ain't really paying them no mind. D-Mac, you know, he feeling the way. He's like, man, I gotta get back on it. I gotta get back in the game. I gotta tell Tommy let me back in the game because I know Genesis don't fuck with broke niggas. And I'm just like, y'all whole teenagers out here. Like, if you broke, she should be broke. Y'all teenagers. I mean, when I was a teenager, I had a job. But still, it's just like, how much money should she be expecting you to have as a teenager? And if she don't like if she don't like drug deals or whatever like that, then her standards too high. You don't need the bitch anyway. So, like I said, Claudia was making some moves this episode. I was like, okay, Claudia. She ain't about to let Dahlia get leaked, bring her down. She ain't about to let Dahlia getting leaked bring her down. So she goes to see Vic. She tells him, I got a deal for us that can get us from under Dad permanently. So she like one of her close associates, basically like willing to give her access to all types of drugs, Adderall, Xannies, Oxys, all that stuff. She's like, I just need your help with this distribution. She's telling Vic this. So Vic like, nah, you know, you screwed me last time accepting Dad's deal and all that. He was like, I'm right where I need to be right now on the inside, dismantling Dad's empire from the inside. So this one, Claudia. So remember the girl Vic is balling over, his girl Gloria. I forgot all about that. She did have a bar. And I can't remember, but I feel like Vic was trying to expand her bar or something like that. But I forgot, in all, she had a bar. So when Vic was like, I'm right where I need to be, dismantling Dad's empire from the inside, Claudia was like, oh, you think you doing stuff the whole time? Dad's like one step ahead of you. You ain't even been to Gloria's bar to see what he can deal with. So Vic immediately like, well, what you mean? What happened to her bar? So Claudia ain't telling him. So he gets up immediately he anxious to know what happened to her bar. So he gets up, tries to go find out. So then we get this dirty cop from season 1. I forgot all about this nigga. This corny ass fed cop nigga that's been extorting Diamond since he got out because he feel like before Diamond got locked up, when he was out here pushing drugs or whatever, his drugs was the reason that Seamus's little sister died or something like that. So I thought we saw the last of this nigga in season 1. He pops up at Diamond's shop, threatening them, saying, if you don't give me $50K by the night, basically, I'm going to get your ass locked up. And Tommy, he was about to come in, but he eavesdropping. He looking and seeing what's going on. He can't hear that much, but he see what's going on. He knows Seamus is a fed. So after Seamus leaves, Tommy comes in. He like, what was that cop doing in here? Like, was he asking about me? Was he asking about a body? So Diamond was like, nah. So Diamond lies in this moment, which I don't even understand why, because before I didn't even know he was going to tell Tommy the truth by the end of this episode, but I was like, what you lie for? But I guess it was because he thought he could handle it. You know how niggas be, so he lies in this moment, tells Tommy, oh, you know, he came back because he want me to provide my services for some police event, my barbering services. So Tommy still asks questions. He's like, why he asking you for you specifically? Like, it's so many other barbershops in the neighborhood. He was like, and don't he work for the Flins? Like, what's up with that? So, you know, Diamond, he ain't really say too much. He was like, I can't call it. He's not really a good liar. You can see it all over his face. But I guess it's a show, so Tommy got to pretend like he don't see the lies all over Diamond's face. So Diamond was like, what you asked if he asked about a body for? So Tommy starts telling Diamond about how he had to kill one of Roas's guys or whatever. So Diamond was like, oh, don't worry, I'm going to handle that. I'm going to talk to Kendra, have her handle that. So Vicky gets to Gloria's bar, which Walter done turned into a whole strip club. And this guys out there, they in there getting openly getting blowjobs. Like, they ain't even in the back champagne room or nothing. They just out in the open getting head. So it's that type of strip club. So it's a photographer dude in there. He taking pictures of the girls or whatever. So Vic asking him like, "Hey, you in charge here? Like who took down Gloria's picture?" So he like, "Gloria's picture's gone, whatever." You know, Vic, he antsy, and he low key spazzing or whatever. So the photographer dude like, "Oh, you need to chill out, dude. You're scaring the woman." And who is Gloria? So that triggered Vic. Vic immediately punched the photographer dude in the face. And the photographer dude, you need to get out, dude, before I call the police. Don't even know that he basically, I mean, well, he's not the owner, but guess what I think? I think Walter owned the bar or something. But was trying to get it from up under Gloria because she black. Because, you know, Walter's racist. I can't remember the whole thing, so I don't know who really owns the bar, but dude telling Vic to get out before he called the police, and he don't even know who Vic is, basically. So Vic, he leaves, but he yelling out, "Fuck this place, fuck Walter." So Tommy and D-Mac, they at home. You know, Tommy, he's still eating that ice cream Kate got for him. So they talking about where's JP and Kate. D-Mac, like, they out together somewhere. I feel like they just trauma bonding. Because JP ain't really trying to hear Kate amends. Kate ain't trying to really make amends. They just trauma bonding. That's what they say. So Tommy was like, why? He was like, I don't know what that means, but he was like, why you ain't with them, D-Mac? You know she your favorite now. I mean, you her favorite now. So D-Mac, he started complaining like, man, I ain't trying to be out with them. I'm trying to make my own money, be my own man, da-da-da. Telling Tommy, like, you need to put me back in the game, put me out in the streets, da-da-da. So Tommy, he getting mad. He like, them streets is what almost got your ass killed. So D-Mac, man, I don't even care, man. If CBI don't put me on, I'm going to go, he was like, I'm going to go to treason. So I was like, because you can see it all over Tommy's face. He like, it's my nephew. I gotta do this. I gotta do this a certain way. I gotta talk to him a certain way. Because if he was some regular nigga saying that, Tommy would have been like, pistol whip, maybe killed. But this is nephew, so he gotta approach this a different way. So D-Mac like, if CBI don't put me on, I'm gonna go to treason. So Tommy like, look, I'm gonna tell you this once. If I see you on them corners, I will kill you myself. He told his ass, find something else to do. He told his ass straight up, look, find something else to do. Don't. What he say? He said, don't test your uncle. Don't test Uncle Tommy. He ain't gonna kill D-Mac. Because if that's the case, he would have killed Tariq a long time ago. Anyway, so DeFranco and CPD, you know, they had these busting buys, or whatever they call buy and bust, all over the CBI territory. So they them. They arresting some CBI guys. Tommy walks up, he sees it all going down. He like, damn. So then we get this jump. Paulie goes to Doyle on his own. Has Doyle like an envelope with cash in it, basically telling Doyle like Walter needs more time. He too prideful to say, da-da-da. Doyle like, I don't care about none of that. Walter is the one that bears the responsibility here. He the one bears it on his own. He the one had asked for them guys to come down here, got them Dublin guys killed. He bears all this responsibility on his own, basically. So Paulie get to talking about how his son's a drug addict. He feel like he felt his son, and at one point he felt Walter too, and Walter hasn't given up on him. So That's why he's there on behalf of Walter asking for an extension. So Doyle was like, yeah, well, I respect the type of man you are, Paulie. He was like, I'll consider your ask. He ain't accept it. He said, I'll consider it. So then we get the two cops that was trailing Tommy. They come to Stacy and DeFranco, showing them the pictures of Tommy. They like he was with Miguel's sister Maria. So Stacy like, dang, Tommy don't even know he making mistakes already or whatever. So another dude, Marcus is his name, he comes in and shows them he was like, you know, the people we busted in CBI earlier, one of them was a couple and the woman claiming that she got info on a murder that's connected to their task force. So they're like, okay. So DeFranco and Stacy, they take her to interrogation. She's like, basically, I tell y'all anything if you let me and my boyfriend walk. I tell y'all everything if you let me and my boyfriend walk. So they're like, if your info checks out, we will. So this is what she name drops Vic. She like, Vic. I know his name was Vic. So D-Mac, he sees Genesis again. He trying to holler at her. He like, come smoke with me. Her friend like, no, don't talk to him, girl, because he a loser. He dropped out of school. So Genesis, she seemed to have her own mind. She chatting up D-Mac. She like, I don't like these rough looking dreads. She was, because he asked her like, can we go to a movie later or something? She was like, if you go get your hair shaped up and all that, maybe just hit me up. Then we get this little scene, Diamond training little Leon boxing. Diamond start telling Leon, I was trying not to call. Diamond started telling Leon how he got into boxing. Basically, like, he had a mean father. And he was a simple kid, just like Leon. So when he went to the gym, he couldn't leave there. He just loved boxing so much. It's then the third. Tells him boxing don't only teach you how to fight, also teaches you, like, other things, how to read people and how to anticipate things before they happen and stuff like that. So Claudia, Claudia is making moves this episode. I don't blame her. Like, he took all her money out of the safe. Dahlia done got leaked. She ain't got no other choice. So she sits down with, I do not know how to pronounce this nigga name. I realized I was pronouncing his name the whole time wrong. I was saying Milkovich. His name is Merkovic. But hey, look. They Russians, right? Oh no, they Serbians. They Serbians. But anyway, she sits down with Milkovich, whatever. She's suggesting they join forces or whatever. So Milkovich, he mentions Walter's troubles with Dublin. He like, I ain't about to get on a sinking boat. I'm not about to board that ship. So this is when Claudia tells Milkovich, oh, Jannard been playing you. Him and Diamond are cool the whole time. They've been out here working together. They even talking about expanding. So Milkovich tell one of his guys, go look into that. Go verify that. So he tells Claudia, I don't care. Either way, I will never work with Walter. Because everybody know Walter's racist. So Claudia telling me, like, I'm bringing this deal to you on my own. So Milkovich, he pausing. So she's like, look, you got till the end of the day, or I'm going to double my price, or I go to somebody else. And she was like, and I'm not like my father. I'm not racist. I go to anybody. I was like, I like that. Big Claudia. I was like, I like that. She was like, I go to anybody. I ain't racist. So Jannard, he goes to his girl Shanti's gym, do a pickup, re-up. I don't remember what it is. I don't know what she got there for him. So she telling him, like, business been slow, but you know, I got 2 kids in the right corner in my turf, so we're going to bring something in. And I'm just, like, shaking my head. Why kids, though? Why I got to be kids? You a whole woman out here. So Jannard tells Shanti, I killed Lil K. So Shanti's like, that's going to have repercussions. You ain't about to be making no money, da-da-da. So Jannard was like, greater powers dictated that the job be done. And I'm just like, what greater powers? Because the only person that was pressing you to kill Lil K was Tommy. And it's just like, you supposedly want Tommy dead anyway. So it's just like, what you doing taking a nigga order that you don't even fuck with anyway? Because what nobody else telling you to kill Lil K? Yeah, he violated, but ain't no niggas seem to care. All the niggas seem to be on Lil K's side. But anyway, he says, greater power said dictated the job be done. So he like, you either gonna ride for me or not. Make up your mind or whatever. So she hesitates for a minute, and then she was like, you know what, I'm tripping. I'm here for you. We ride, we die, whatever she said. She seemed like a setup type shit. I don't know. It was weird the way she hesitated because she wasn't fucking with it. So it was just like, I don't know. These chicks be seeming weird. Well, not Kendra, but Shanti seems weird. I don't know. So they start kissing, and Shanti's like, you want something? You can tell me if you is. And Janar's like, girl, you crazy. You need to relax. This when he gets a text from Miguel. Time's up. So this nigga got a text from the Serbs and Miguel. Time's up, nigga. Time's up, Janar. So Walter, he meets up with Doyle. He in the strip club that he turned Gloria's bar into. He gives Doyle some envelope. He's like, it's gonna be more coming. Because apparently that's not all of it. So Walter, he starts going on about how his business thriving and how I sold more pills in my lifetime than I have ever. All that. I've been selling more. All that. So Doyle like, surprised to hear it. I hate to say when I'm wrong. It's good for you. You thriving, Walter. And I'm just like, if he's so-called thriving like he's saying he is right now, why couldn't he pay you? Why couldn't he pay you in full? Why is he paying you installments? If he's so-called thriving. I was like, whatever. So this is when Doyle tells Walter, Paulie is a good man. He came to me, fell on his sword for you. Came with a Walter. He came with it. I said he came with a Walter. He came with an envelope to buy you more time, Walter. So Walter looked pissed the fuck off in the face. So Gennady meets up with Miguel, telling him, just give me like a day or two, Hefe. Miguel's man pulls him down the chair, starts choking him up. Because Gennady telling him, like, I had to pay the Serbs, or I got the Serbs on my ass or something, he said. Miguel like, oh, so you more scared of the Serbs than me? I could cut your eyes out right now. So Gennady was like, man, he started suggesting they work together to take out the Serbs. And Miguel and his man, they started laughing. Low-key, Miguel can't do that because El Che told his ass to stand down on the Serbs. So they just laughing him out. So then Maria comes in with Miguel's diabetes medicine right before Miguel was about to do something with Gennady, maybe. So Miguel's like, get out, goddammit. And she like, well, okay, you take it. You do it yourself then. Because she do his medicine for him. She storm out. So Miguel lets Gennady stand up, fixes his clothes, like, I'm just fucking with you. And Gennady walks out. So I'm like, so he seemingly gives Gennady some grace. And I'm just like, I done seen you torture, kill niggas for less, but you let this nigga walk out with an extension? I was like, I thought Miguel's supposed to be like a boss. A scary ass nigga. It was weird. So then we get Diamond. He paying Seamus the $50K in his car. Tommy's watching this from a distance again. This nigga Tommy always come around at these moments. So Seamus like, look at you. You don't need this 50K. You probably just blink and make this in a minute, huh? He's like, meanwhile, I deal with all this bullshit in my job. He's just a jealous ass nigga. He's just a geeking ass jealous nigga, fed nigga. So he tells him, I want another 25K by the night. I thought he said 25, but later on it ended up being 50. So he's like, I want another 25K by the night. So Diamond's like, that's not going to happen. And Seamus like, it is, or I'm going to lock your ass up. He just keep threatening him with locking him up, So back in the interrogation room, they got they showing the little snitch, I don't know her name, the snitch girl, whatever. They showing her a lineup of photos. She points out Vic immediately in the lineup. She like, yeah, he the one that killed Colin. So they was like, you sure you seen this happen? So she hesitates a little bit. And they was like, you got to be sure. We need somebody that actually seen him kill the dude calling. So the girl hesitates, but she's like, yeah, I seen him with my eyes kill him. They basically like made her say she saw Vic kill this dude. I was like, that's just what police be doing. That shit is crazy. So then Stacy get to asking her, you recognize anybody else in the photo lineup? Because Tommy's on the photo lineup too. So she like, I only really recognize Vic. So Stacy literally points to Tommy's picture and like, you don't recognize anybody else? DeFranco looking at Stacy like, what are you doing? So she like, I only recognize Vic. She was like, maybe ask the dude that died. He had a bodyguard named Fat Tony. Maybe ask him. Because he was there that night too. When the dude got killed. So Tommy and Diamond, they meet up. Tommy pulls a gun on Diamond. He like, why is this my second time seeing you meet up with this Fed if he's supposed to be just asking you to provide services for an event or whatever? He was like, something going on with you and this cop. So he asked him like, is you like you snitching on me or whatever? So Diamond was like, I'd kill myself before I'd be a snitch. I was just like, what? But Diamond, this is when he admits that he lied earlier. And I was just like, what did you lie for? But like he said, he thought he could handle it, whatever. So he was like, I lied. This nigga Seaman's been shaking me down since I got out. He think I'm responsible for his sister's death. So Tommy get the, okay, that's what this is. He was like, you ain't gonna be paying him no more. He was like, I got an idea to get rid of him. He was like, let me know when you meet up with him later on. So when Tommy hands Diamond a duffel bag full of burner phones, he's like, we got to switch it up. The feds, they busting us and all that on the streets. We got to tell the guys, they got to start rotating and all that. So Diamond like, cool. He tells Tommy not to worry. Like, you know, the niggas that did get locked up today, they not going to snitch. They solid. He told him that the Roa situation is handled. He got it handled. So Tommy was like, I like to hear that. Then he gets a text from Maria. I got your address and ready to meet up. And I'm just like, this nigga Tommy just came to Chicago and just turned. I mean, he just being Tommy, though, you know. So this is when we get this wild-ass scene at the stash house, trap house, whatever you want to call it. Jannar dead, a couple of niggas dead. And there's this one dude there named Gray Skull, whatever his name is. Because at the end of this scene, Jannar said all their names. G7, E4, all their names. But the main one that did a lot of talking in this scene, his name was Gray Skull. So they at the stash house, Gray Skull get the ain't nobody heard from Lil K. His grandmother said he ain't come home. Jannar like, what that got to do with me? So Gray Skull get that. I was with him when you called him asking for a ride. So that's when Jannar was like, well, he ain't never end up hitting me back. I ended up asking my girl for a ride. So Jannar get to snorting the product right in front of all the niggas. Gray Skull get to piping up. He like, that's why we out here looking crazy, because you out here stepping on the product. Like, what's up with you? So another dude comes running in. I think that was G7, E4. I don't know. He's like, oh, Lil K dead, y'all. He's looking at his phone. Like, his cousin just posted it. They found him strangled on the E4 way or something like the E-way. E4 way. The E-way, something like that. So don't nobody say nothing. They just keep working as usual. And Gray Skull like, that's how y'all gonna move about it? Y'all ain't gonna step? Like, y'all just gonna keep counting money? So he pulls his gun out. Somebody gonna bleed tonight. It's like, fuck that. So Jannar you need to grow up. Like, it ain't gonna be no blood on the streets right now. You gonna be losing money. Gray Skull get that. I don't care. Like, he's like, I don't care. Like, some niggas gonna get pressed. We gonna press every hood tonight. He was like, and I wasn't asking for permission. So they about to walk out, start pressing shit. Jannar like, well, come kill me then, nigga, because I'm the one that killed Lil K. He was like, Lil K broke rank, so he had to go. So Gray Skull, he pops off on Jannar. They start fighting or whatever. Couple of other niggas start jumping Jannar ass. So then another nigga, he comes out yelling, y'all need to stop, we family. Gray Skull like, man, fuck that. I ain't man, fuck this family. I'm out. Like, basically, I ain't working for them no more. We out. took a couple of niggas with him. Jannar get the yelling. Nah, I'm motherfucking treason. Da, da, da. Anybody got a problem with that step and all that? You know, trying to big up on niggas. So he just lost a couple of men when he was just saying he needed more men. Jannar just digging himself into a deeper hole. So Walter, he shows up. I didn't even know Paulie didn't live at the mansion. I didn't know Paulie didn't live with Walter and them. I don't know why I just assumed he did. But I found out in this scene that Paulie is actually his brother-in-law. So he married her. He married Walter's sister's sister. I mean, he married Walter's wife's sister. So Walter shows up at Paulie's place drunk. And mind you, Walter's wife's sister is out there watching too, because his wife comes out there. So Walter's there, he drunk, he angry, he yelling, Paulie! So, you know, he get on him, you know, you spoke to Doyle behind my back. Starts going off on Paulie saying, you jealous of me, and I never even wanted you to work for me. My wife just kept begging me to hire my sister's husband because he been laid off for 2 years or something like that. He's like, you ruined my reputation. He's like, the only reason I don't kill you is because of my kids. But then he fires Paulie. He was like, your services are no longer fucking needed. You know how Walter's accent is. So I guess after seeing what Walter done did with Gloria's bar, Vic, he done went back to Claudia, basically agrees to work with her. Although he ain't happy about working with the Serbs because I guess Milkovich done accepted Claudia's offer as well. So Claudia's like, we just using them to, you know, to get what we want. So, you know, Vic, he starts comparing Claudia to Walter again. Like, you're just like Dad. And Claudia's like, I'm not like Dad because I'm like him. Once this shit is done, I'll stand right beside you and help you kill the Serbs and all that. So they start talking about, all right, we're going to be working together doing all this. We got to make sure, I mean, how we going to be doing all this without Walter finding out, without Dad finding out, doing all this under his nose or whatever. So Claudia basically suggests they kill him. Vic like, that's still our father. So Claudia like, and he don't care about us, and, you know, start going off like, and he wounded right now, so you don't let a wolf get back on his feet or whatever. You kill him while he wounded. Otherwise, he'd be just sitting over you when he better or something like that. The shit sounded sweet. I was like, Big Claudia in this episode. So Vic was like, all right, let's kill him. He agrees. But I feel like at the end, one of them or maybe both of their ass gonna hesitate when it come down to it. So Maria, she at Tommy's. I don't even think that was Tommy's place. I don't know. Where was that they was at? It looked like a knockoff version of Tommy's place when he was back on Power, the original Power. Kind of looked like his condo. But they having wine, tacos. She's like, you got my favorite? Then we get this little father-son moment between JP and D-Mac. D-Mac giving JP props on him playing the piano. JP was like, I can teach you how to play, son. They bonded, basically. D-Mac was like, I got to dip, though, because I got me a date. And JP slipped him some money. He's like, oh, this going to come in handy, Dad. I was like, you were just complaining about wanting to make your own money, be your own man, but I thought I'm glad he didn't spaz on his father for trying to give him some little chump change. But, hey, I thought he was going to be that type of nigga, like, oh, this little bit of ass money, fuck this. But he also trying to bond with his dad. He probably know his dad not that type of nigga in that type of world. So he probably feel like his dad probably think that's a lot for a date. So, which it is. You a teenager, nigga. A lot of thoughts are in my head about that little situation. But either way. So Diamond meets with his lawyer. You know the lawyer he had meet with Roaz. So she tells him like you have reason to be worried because they built this entire task force basically surrounding CBI. CBI is at the top of their list. So she tells Diamond, you need to lay low for a little while, have your soldiers do all your work for you. She was like, and if you can, you need to get a CPD officer on your payroll. And right after she says that, this is when Diamond gets the text from Siemens saying they're ready to meet up for the money. So Maria and Tommy, they back at the place. Maria and trying to fake teach Tommy how to dance, salsa, whatever. And then they start kissing. And then Diamond texts Tommy, like, we got to meet in 20 minutes for Seamus or whatever. And I'm just like, why would you have this whole situation set up with this girl? Possibly could have smashed if you knew you had to go deal with, if you knew you had to handle this situation later on. So he texts Tommy, Seamus, we got to meet in 20 minutes. So Tommy tells Maria, basically, I got to cut this date short. And I'm just like, because she like, is it family? And he like, nah. So she like, I understand. I'm just like, I thought you didn't want to be in this type of life, but these women on here weird. Like Shanti with the long pause and her with the dealing with a nigga that I thought she didn't want to deal with. It's weird. I mean, I get Tommy was being persistent, but still, you could have been persistently declining every time. So then we get this final scene. Seamus, he come down, he starts looking through the money. Diamond like, all right, that's it. No more. So Seamus like, I'll tell you when it's no more or whatever. So Seamus so focused on the money, he didn't even see Tommy in there. I'm like, how the hell you don't see a white dude and you black? You ain't see a white dude in the room. So he come down, going through the money. Diamond like, it's the last time. Seamus like, I'll tell you when it's the last time. And Tommy was like, nope, this will be the last time. That's when Seamus notices Tommy there. He's like, what the fuck is this? What is this, a setup or something like that? So Tommy gets you could take that 50K right now, or you could take 200K if you be our inside man, basically. Tell us what's going on with the task force, this and the third. So Seamus pulls his gun out like, I wish the fuck I would work for you guys, work for fucking drug dealers, da-da-da. He was like, I could kill you guys right now, no one would care. And out of nowhere, back of his head, he gets shot in the back of his head and it's fucking D-Mac. Tommy like, what did you do? D-Mac like, he was going to shoot you, Uncle Tommy, he was going to shoot you. So Tommy's like, you just killed the fucking fed, you just killed the fucking cop. So this when Tommy takes the gun from D-Mac, D-Mac started hyperventilating. I'm like, oh shit. Diamond's like, what the fuck we gonna do now? That shit was crazy. I was like, he just killed what the hell they gonna do? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? But the good thing is, ain't nobody know that he was blackmailing Diamond. I don't think. Unless Seamus told somebody, like, I'm blackmailing this drug dealing ass nigga. I don't know, but like I said, thanks for watching this review, and I would grade this review. I said well, I do say that, but not right now. I would grade this review B-, C+, because it was like, not a lot happened, but it's moving slow. I don't know. Even though it got some action. Predictions for the episodes to come. Like I said, I wonder if... I was trying to get to that before I forget my thought. But I wonder if Seamus told somebody else that, yeah, I'm blackmailing this drug dealing ass nigga named Diamond. Or, Diamond, CBI, I'm blackmailing him. Because if he ain't telling nobody, then they kind of can get away with it. I don't know. How? And then do DeFranco and Stacey and them know Seamus? I don't know. It's a whole bunch of wonders. I wonder what's going to happen. And like I said, I think Claudia and Vic, one of them, or maybe both of their ass, is going to hesitate when it comes to killing Walter. I wonder what they're going to do when they find out that Walter fired Paulie. Because he said the only reason I ain't kill you is because of my kids. So they must have a deep relationship with Paulie. He probably watched them grow up, I guess. And what else? Oh yeah, Gennard, he down bad. He down bad. He lost all his soldiers. He owed the Serbs and the Mexicans. He down bad. Thanks for watching this review. Please like this review and subscribe to my channel. And comment below what you thought of the review, what you thought about what I talked about, what you thought about the episode, what you would grade the episode, all that good bad stuff. Comment below. And I will see y'all in the next review. Peace.